sell in May and go away wasn't quite the case this quarter.
Yeah, it was very much buy in May and just hold on for the ride and bear through all the Brexit and all that stuff. Which, I mean, after February, we got up pretty high, and then there was a little bit of flatness, and then you didn't really go anywhere. We had a very fast rebound, though, from those 2 days of selling and Brexit. And since then, it's pretty much been, all firing on all cylinders. A lot of strategists have kind of taken their upgrades and to their S&P targets for the end of the year for 2016, in light of largely sort of the Fed's reaction and central banks overall, signaling that they're going to still, be behind markets, even though, albeit less and less, the sort of, incremental value there is getting smaller for central banks. But ultimately, with the Fed not going, pushing it back to December, I think there's a lot of people that have gotten a little bit more bullish on the market, but it's still not quite enough to, look very positively for the next 3 months.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I guess it's a little bit data dependent too, to coin a phrase that we've been hearing from time to time. Let's have viewers dip into my Bloomberg and have a look at chart 3169 in the chart library, because as you can see, just like you said, it was really all earlier in the summer, and we've seen just barely a move, and awfully range-bound markets. I mean, traders out there must be bored. We actually observed something kind of interesting as far as the range bound goes. I'm glad you brought that up, because there was this kind of period we went in for about 12 of 13 trading sessions. The S&P 500, up until a few days ago, was trading above its 100-day moving average, but below its 50-day moving average, which very rarely happens. It's only happened like 3 times in the history of the S&P 500. So now that we're broken out, that'll be interesting to see where it goes. But when you do look ahead, I mean, there's still a bit of hesitation. Even despite some of the upgrades by Wall Street strategists that we survey, they're ultimately still calling for a market that's going to be flat till the end of the year. So it doesn't look like anything, according to them, is going to be changing dramatically right now.
And what about volatility, Oliver?
Yeah, so this is the thing, I think, is that when you look at right now, so we survey 18 strategists about their forecast for the year, and right now it's at 2171, which is pretty much where the S&P is trading today. So they're basically saying there's not going to be any moves till the end of the year. A big part of that does have to do with volatility, because what they look at is a sort of historical precedent for election year volatility, and there's definitely a spike. I mean, you see a little bit of selling in markets kind of going into elections, and then the November year of elections is actually about 20% more volatile when you look at 30-day realized vol. A big part of that historically came from 2008 and 2000. Of course, markets were selling off, but at the same time, take 2000. That was a pretty wacky election, and markets got pretty volatile as a result.